Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Mary. So you're not good at makeup either. Well, welcome to the club, because when I first started using this makeup, I wasn't good either. And I've been using makeup for 20 plus years, and I never felt like I ever got a handle on it. That is until I found the makeup that I use today. For those of you that are new, and those of you that aren't, you already know that I use my Saint makeup. This is my customized compact, and it looked a lot different back in the day. It was in this small little quad compact. It had 4 little singles in it. I have upgraded to this just because I can. But I will often use this compact just for simplicity, especially during the summer or if I'm just showing a specific look. But beside the point, the good news about this makeup is that you don't have to be good at makeup to use it, to start using it, to make it feel like the best makeup you've ever used in your entire life. And the reason why is because it's so simple. The formula of this makeup is cream, so it is absolutely forgiving for beginners. Trust me. So when I first bought this makeup, I had 3 shades too light, and my contour was too dark, and I didn't know how to apply it, but it still looked so beautiful to me. It looked better than any other makeup I had tried in my entire life. Now, if you have your own makeup and you're wondering how to get good at makeup, there are 4 things you want to remember. The first thing that you just need to know is whether you like light coverage or if you like full coverage. That's the first thing you need to know. Am I a light coverage girl or am I a full coverage girl? Do I like it minimal or do I like all of it? That's something that you'll want to know. Okay, that's the first thing you need to know about makeup. The next 3 things that you need to know about makeup are very straightforward and very simple. Once you get these concepts, makeup is very simple. So first off, I established that I am light coverage. I like 1 layer on my entire face, and if I can get away with it, try not to have it in some places. You'll notice I'm doing this with my finger. This is to show the simplicity of applying this makeup. I can place it here and then just use a brush to buff it out. So after establishing if I'm light or full coverage, the next step is to determine if I'm going to use makeup to cover blemishes and discoloration. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm applying foundation, aka highlight in the Saint world, on my face, but I'm only putting it in certain places. I'm actually not going to put it all over my face like with traditional makeup. You'll notice I'm just kind of sticking in this beard area and a little bit up by my nose because I have some discoloration there. Now I'm applying my brightening highlight to some discoloration under my eyes. I'm also using that color as adding some dimension and depth to my eyes as well, that brightening highlight, which takes us into step number 3. So step number 3 is adding dimension and depth back into our faces, because when we apply foundation or concealer, it makes our face one color, one beige color. It takes away the 3 dimension that we have to our faces naturally and just creates this one look. So I like to add dimension by adding a little pop of color in specific areas like on the inner corners of my eye, and I'll be getting further down into what I'm doing here. But here is contouring, which is part of step 3, adding that dimension and depth. I'm contouring my cheekbones, I'm contouring my forehead, and this is going to bring back those highs and lows to my face and draw your attention away from specific areas I don't want you to see or pay attention to. I'm gonna go on my jawline as well. And I also can contour my nose. I'm going full out in this video for you just to give you an idea of how much you can do. And when you are adding dimension and depth, you can decide, do I just want to do cheekbones? Do I just want to do forehead? Do I just want to do jawline, my nose? You can do one or all, or just some of these. So just remember that. Now I'm adding that pop of color on my nose and a little bit on the center of my nose, staying in step number 3. And if you really want to be extra, you can add a little contour. Now we're getting into step number 4, the final step, and that is adding color. Currently I am adding some bronzer to the highs of my face, so just on that protruding part of my forehead and then on my cheekbones and up the side, anywhere I think that the sun would look like it would naturally kiss my face. I have a summer glow video, a 5-minute summer glow video. I'll link below in the description below, so look for that. But this is me adding some of that extra color. You can also add some lip color. I typically go for a neutral color, and that's my preference, but if you're a lip girl, that would be part of adding color. I also love adding eyeshadow to my eyes. This is adding a little bit of color to my eyes because as I age and as we all age, we lose contrast in our skin. So we lose contrast in our hair, our skin, our eyebrows, our lips, and all of that. And I'm just adding a little bit of color back into that by doing the eyeshadow. I didn't mention it earlier, but be sure if you enjoy putting blush on your face and adding color that way, do that as well. I do enjoy some blush along with my bronzer because, again, it just gives me, I feel like it gives me a more youthful look. So I'm taking some of that color down below as well, which is going to add some depth to the bottom of my eyes, which makes them look a little bit bigger. And then going back to step number 3, I'm adding some illuminator, which is that pop of color, which adds the dimension back, and that just draws attention to those specific areas. Okay, so let's recap. So first and foremost, do you remember, is to determine whether you like light coverage or full coverage makeup. Now, the 3 key components after you decide how you like your makeup is to decide what you need makeup for. So the first thing is, you want makeup to remove distractions and discoloration. Do you have a lot of acne? Do you have a lot of discoloration, maybe dark circles or blemishes or melasma? In that case, if you want to cover those, then you're going to want foundation or concealer to cover those up. If you do not just want one beige color on your face, you want to add some depth, then that's where you're going to add depth and dimension. So step number 2 is adding depth and dimension, which is your contour, which is your highlight or your illuminator. So I have some illuminator that I put in my eyes to make those pop out. The contour is to draw things away from my face, like if I like my double chin, or I want to chisel out my cheekbones. I want to take part of my cheek away and bring my cheekbones out. That's adding dimension to my face, adding more highs and lows, making it look more 3-dimensional, okay? I also highlighted my nose right here in the center area and the tip to draw out specific parts of my nose while I contoured others to bring those back, to take that away from my face. Step number 3 is adding color. Now maybe you're good with foundation and contour and you don't like to add blush, or you don't like lip color, okay? So the blush for me, it brings life to my face, so I like to add the blush. The lip color, I don't typically go for a lip color. I try to find something that balances out my lip color because I have a lot of different colors going on my lips. I want something that kind of neutralizes it and doesn't draw a lot of attention to my lips. Another thing where you're adding color is your bronzer. Adding color, adding that glow is going to be a huge thing. Another adding color is your eyeshadow. If you like eyeshadow or you don't, just these are all things that are part of step number 3 where you can add color. You can do all 3 of these steps, or you can do 1 or 2. You pick, you decide, but this is what makes up makeup. That's all it is. First, decide if you want light coverage or full coverage. And then the 3 steps is removing distractions and discoloration. Step number 2 is adding depth and dimension. And step number 3 is adding color. Those are going to be what determines how you like your makeup. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if this helped you out. Thanks, guys. Bye.